Good afternoon. Today on Freckles and Fries, I'm making a Mediterranean Greek chicken. We are visiting my grandmother tomorrow, and we're grilling out. We're having a back to school and the summer cookout, and my family is all going to join me down in North Carolina at my grandma's house. The little ones call her Gigi. It's easier and cuter. This is one of our favorite things to have. We can have it grilled with just salad. We stuff pita bread with it, with a Greek salad, feta cheese, Guatemala olives. I make a homemade either Italian dressing, or else I will actually use the Greek seasoning here to make a dressing also. Today we are using fresh lemon. We have olive oil. I like to use extra virgin when I make this recipe. Black pepper. I use kosher salt when I cook. I have my Mediterranean seasoning that I mixed myself in a 4-ounce mason jar. Keeps it nice and fresh. I just put it in my pantry whenever I'm not using it. And I'm going to use black pepper, Young Living essential oil. We have lemon, along with fresh lemons. And then we also have basil, essential oils. That's just going to kick up the flavors a little bit. We already have fresh basil that is in here that I dried. The rest of them are just already dried herbs. So my mix contains I usually do not measure out my seasonings and stuff when I cook because I make this so often, but just for, GP of this video, I went ahead and measured everything out. So in this one 4-ounce mason jar, I have a half a teaspoon of onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt, 1 tablespoon of parsley, 1.5 tablespoons of garlic powder, and 1.5 teaspoons of basil, since it's so strong, and plus I'm going to be adding the oil, and then 2 tablespoons of oregano. Now, when you're using fresh, obviously you throw it in there, it's going to be a little bit more potent. The dried herbs, if you take them and you rub them between the 2 palms of your hands, and it will break them up a little bit, it will release some of the flavor and some of the sense of everything back into the herbs that have kind of been lost sitting in the jar. So I have boneless, skinless chicken breast that I've cut in half, and then I have boneless, skinless thighs. Thighs are my favorite. I like dark meat, and a lot of my family likes white. They like the breast, especially when it comes with salads and stuff like that. So I usually make both. So I've already shaken this up. Just gonna put a big, huge spoonful in there. A nice. Put a little bit extra. And get it rounded out. And there's about almost 4 pounds of thighs. And the breast is only about 2.5 pounds. So I'll probably put a little bit more. Now these are gallon Ziploc bags. I did go ahead and put a 1/4 cup of water in each of the bags, just to get it started with a little bit of moisture. So each bags will have 2 drops of black pepper essential oils. Do it kind of fast. Put 4 lemon. Lemon and lime are my favorite for smelling. They smell so good. Basil we'll do 2, since we already have dry. We don't want to super overpower everything. And then we're going to put some fresh squeezed lemon. The seeds are fine. They'll get moved around. If you roll your lemon first, while it's still whole before you cut it, and if you lay it out and you just roll it, makes it really, really easy to squeeze. It gets all the juices flowing really, really well. So, and the next ingredient is just olive oil. About a 1/4 cup. Then you're going to close up the bags and you are going to shake it. Okay, so here's the chicken breast. You can see that all the spices are getting in there and they're all mixed up. I do shake it around a little bit. Get the air out of the bag. And let it marinate overnight for 2 days is my favorite thing to do. And then grill it up. Thank you for visiting Freckles and Fries.